Welcome to Hard in the Fight. My name is Daniel. This is my co-host Omar. One of the beautiful things about this is that you are here for the press conference of a fight that's taking place tomorrow. Now, it's a side note. For every live that we do, just know it's attached to a really big event. And so the last live that we were on, where we talked about the Streetbeefs Wall of Fame, we said that we had 2 more lives before the end of the year. Now we're at our second live event. So that means we have 1 left. And the one that we're talking about is massive.
Yo, Daniel, wait a minute, brother. I know you're not about to give it to him that easy. If you're thinking of introducing what the third one is, let me pump your brakes real quick, okay? If they want to find out what this third event is about, I think they should stick around. What do you think?
I mean, you're right. You should stick around to the end because trust me, you're going to want to hear this announcement. You don't want to miss it.
That's right.
So tell us about the show. What we got going for today?
Well, back to today, right? Today is a big thing, right? I mean, we have something huge for you all in store. So today, for all of you who are tuning in, we want to say thank you because you are tuning in to the first ever Streetbeefs and Hard in the Fight coast to coast press conference collaboration, right? Where you all are going to hear from not only the founder, Mr. Wall of Fame himself, right? The pound for pound king, right? We got your favorite serial killer, Cornflake. And from the exciting Westcoast, we got not only Tiny Tank, but we got Bushido in the house. And of course, we got 10 fighters who we're going to be talking to today. 10 fighters from coast to coast, from the West Coast to the East Coast. They're going to be talking about the upcoming fight tomorrow. So without further ado, if y'all are ready, Daniel, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Let's get it.
No pound for pound tomorrow. And I've got nothing but the fire, big hitters, the one, the only, King Mafia, the big bull, our female pound for pound and street beef champion, Deuce herself. We got OG who is stepping up, a big guy who's gonna be stepping up to fight against the bull. So you know what's gonna happen. Nothing but sparks, fire. Woo. It's on, yeah.
Yeah, we are super excited about this. I mean, when you told us about the event and you told us the lineup, we were like, oh man. We knew if we just put them together in the same room, we knew that it was going to be spicy. There's going to be some drama picked up before the fight. And so we are super excited to have the conversation so that bring all these fighters together and then see what kind of magic they produce.
True.
And so we certainly, before we get to some of the fights, we certainly want to talk about the first one. All right, we want to talk about Deuce. Tell us a little bit about Deuce.
I met Deuce through Franco. Franco hit me up, and because we was big on finding female fighters, because we have a lot of men gonna fight because of our ego and our pride, but there's a lot of women out there who is undiscovered. And come to find out, she contacted Franco, and Franco was like, man, we got this girl. She trained to go. What's up? So I talked to her a few times, and then it was another female seen her face and was like, man, I want to try her. So I was like, really? So I contact her, and then I started doing linking them up together, and then it was another female named Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo is a heavyweight fighter. She ended up fighting Lava one time last year sometime, and that's going to be Deuce's opponent. And I stepped to Deuce that day. I was like, man, you willing to fight 2 people? She was like, yeah, line him up. I was like, why? Then knock him down. And then on that day, her first debut on Street Beef, pound for pound, she ended up fighting and beating both of them back to back. You know, her weight class is like 130, and Yo-Yo weight class is a heavyweight. So you know, she banged with both of them and won, came out victorious. You know, but to this day, Yo-Yo want her get back. She want a rematch. So we lining that up too.
Or that's good to hear. That's awesome to hear. Go ahead, Omar.
So Cornflake, I wanted to ask you because I've heard you call, right, Deuce, not only the face of Street Beefs women's combat sports, but of a legend in the making, right? We've seen her, right? Her record, I believe her record now is 3-0 in boxing and 1-0 in MMA, and so her stock is skyrocketing, right? Like what she has been able to do in her last 4 fights in such a short period of time is pretty impressive, right? And in the way that she's doing it, she's not just going out there and getting decisions, like she's putting a hurting on people. And so I want you to talk a little bit about what you've seen and so I know you have some news to give us today, right? Before we go, because some unfortunate news. So I wanted to see if you could touch a little bit on that. But also just what made you want to put this matchup together between Deuce and Lava?
This was supposed to happen some months ago between Deuce and Lava, but unfortunately some legal stuff happened between Lava and she couldn't come up and fight. So it was put off for a while, and then next Lava popped back on the scene and was like she's ready. But after watching Deuce fight her first fight, I automatically called Scarface and was like, man, she deserved to have a belt off top. And he was like, man, she's a banger. She's a killer. He called them scrappers. She's a scrapper. He's like, sure, she could be Street Beefs lightweight champion. And I said, I'm going to make a Street Beef pound for pound lightweight champion. After seeing her performance, most guys get in there, they be like, who I'm fighting. She didn't care who she was fighting. When the guys get in there, they like, who I'm fighting, you got to show them out and this and that. And then they got to make a decision, well, oh, he too big, he too small. No, she didn't care how big or how small they was. She was like, okay, I'll do it.
That's awesome. So what's going down? Tell us a little bit about, is this fight happening?
Unfortunately, Lava hit me up today and say she's not going to be able to make it to this fight once again. So now I got to push on. I know Deuce is probably disappointed once she find out this news, but we have other females that we've been in contact with and Yo-Yo. So by the time next month, hopefully we can get this fight out the way, and hopefully we can get her fight out the way with Yo-Yo. But I hate to disappoint her and bring her this bad news because she trains hard. And if you've seen in her fights, you've seen she trained to go. She was called out to do an MMA. She doesn't fight MMA. She boxes. And she was called out to fight MMA, and she took it. And we went up there, and I was like, you sure you want to do this? She was like, hey, I'm a fighter. And whoa, am I impressed? You can see, Deuce is the type, she really is reserved. She really don't say much. But when I kept looking back to the rearview mirror and seeing her smiling like a little kid after the victory, it made me feel good,
Awesome. All right, with that, you think we should bring her in?
Yeah, let's bring in the lightweight champ herself, Deuce. What up, Deuce?
Hey, how you guys doing?
We're doing well. We're doing well. Welcome to this Heart in the Fight Street Beefs West Coast East Coast collaboration press conference. We know you were scheduled to have a big fight tomorrow. Is this the first time you're hearing that the fight is off?
Yes. Unfortunately, I had no idea. So it's my first time.
Well, what are your
second time actually? Because the first time she was actually supposed to be my very first opponent, and she didn't show. So that's how I ended up getting, taking the next fight that was, available. So So it's really not happening. Wow.
I wanted to point out.
Oh, that just broke my heart, y'all.
It's coming up for you.
I'm drinking water, like on a good old Friday. Like, okay.
So tell us a little bit about leading up to this fight, right? So you came to this press conference with the idea that you were about to get into a scrap with Lava, who, again, you have already previously been scheduled to fight, and then it didn't go down. And so what was it like? Like, what was your training like? How long did you train for? And now that you know it's not going to happen, like, how does that feel?
It's very disappointing. It gave me, leading up to it, I have a little anxiety about it because it's just like, okay, well, I know she's a bigger opponent. I understand that her skill level may not be up to, what I could say I, couldn't handle. So, but at the same time, I was still looking forward to having an exciting fight and doing it not only for my friends, but I do have some fans now, which is awesome. And we wanted to do it for them, and it's not happening. So it's very disappointing to hear, actually. Like, it's even with the training. I go to Gladiator School. Shout out Newport News. I've been training with them for like the last 3 months. And it's been going pretty well. Coach was ready for me to get out there, and he was the first time he'd be in my corner, being able to go, because last time we went to Winchester. So we were all looking forward to this fight. And I trained for it, and it's really disappointing. But we'll find somebody else.
Yeah,
for sure.
So I want to ask a follow-up question, because I've heard you say many times, right, after your post-fight interview, right, calling women to step up and take on this challenge in the Streetbeefs arena, right? So how important is it to you to continue fighting in Streetbeefs and help grow? Like when you hear Cornflake say that you are the face of the women's Streetbeefs combat sports, right? Like, how does that make you feel?
It makes you feel good. Like, Cornflake, he actually supports me, like, and having that support, because I came in when I first met him the very first time, he was telling me a lot about, the interviews and how Streetbeefs work, and, all the politics in it. And all I wanted to do was fight. And once he realized that that's all I wanted to do, he was like, oh, you for real? Like, and from that point forward, he started taking me a little more serious, and he's had my back, irregardless. So when he asked me to do the 2 fights, it was just like, Cornflake, is this what we're gonna do? He's like, yeah, I think you can do it. You got it. I said, well, let's do it then. And even with the MMA, and he was just like, well, I don't know how you feel. Like, we go back and forth and fill it out. So, like, I wanted to put on a good show for him as well, just for the Streetbeefs pound for pound. The women's division, I see that you guys really don't have one. And with that being said, it's very important for me, being a female, as I continue to say, that we have an outlet as well, because we deal with aggression, we deal with anger, and we definitely got a lot of street beefs out here, and going to jail or dealing with those tragedies as a mother is a lot different, I feel, than a male. And so for my stress level, even going to the MMA fight, I wanted to give her a challenge, even not knowing what it was that she wanted to do or how to do MMA, because she needed to relieve that. And so I wanted to join her in that, like, for the entertainment, and also, like, you want to do it, we can do it. I support anybody and any female that wants to do it, because it's not just for, it's not anything bad behind it. It's good. Like, and I feel like we need that for the females as well. Like, something different. Clarissa Shields, she's switching over to MMA. Like, a lot of people don't take female in the sports like as much serious. Like, but I'm here to show everybody, like, we can be serious and take it serious, and we can train just as hard and go just as hard. Like, appreciate Streetbeefs for real.
I'm gonna give the last question over to the future Ariel Hawani, as we see in the comments.
Hey, Deuce, I know. So I saw that you fought at the main yard. So are you willing to travel on the West Coast? Because there's 2 branches on the West Coast, and they have women in them. And so we actually have the first woman West Coast fighter who's going to be on the show today. But are you willing to travel to get that work?
Oh, yes, sir. If I can afford it. If I can afford it. Like, even for the last one, I took time off of work, And the reason I did it was because at first I was a little hesitant, like, I'm gonna miss money, I ain't making no money, but it's a bigger cause. Like, and Cornflake is in it, and I support him 100%. He supports me. If he said, come on, this is what we're gonna do, that's what we're gonna do. That's what I trained for.
That's awesome.
Awesome. Well, we're excited. Sorry about the fight being canceled, but I know that, knowing Cornflake, you'll be fighting soon. And so we look forward to that. And we might do another press conference to have you on with your actual opponent, so that you can talk that. Yeah, you can talk that mess.
Yeah. Hey, always. Well, I appreciate you guys and your time today. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Awesome. Thank you, Deuce.
All right, Cornflake. All right. So I know, really depressing, but she's bad though. We know the Deuce. Yeah. Oh yeah. You can tell she's serious. She's ready to rock. And so we're excited about her next match. Hopefully it happens soon, and we can have her back on the show. But let's talk about the next bout. What we got going for the next bout? Who do we got?
The next bout we got is the Big Bull and OGC. I met Big Bull. He contacted one of the people's in Street Beef, and he was like, I had to see when people contact me, man, I want to know, are you serious? So when I'm talking to him, and he sent me pictures of himself, and I'm like, is he serious? So when I talk to him, he like, yeah, man. I'm talking about he going, yeah, man, this is what I love to do, man. I'm crazy. I might not look crazy, but I can fight. I can do this. I can do this. I called my homeboys. I said, we got to see this dude. So when I finally meet him, I had to look up at him, because he's tall, but he long. So I'm like, oh my God, this dude is about to be a problem. So when I do take him to Street Beef, the big Street Beef yard, and Scarface see him, and he's like, man, that big guy, he's a scrapper. You got to bring him back. And then bam, he is down to fight any and everybody. I done sparred with him a few times. It takes some work to get in there to him, because honestly, he don't know what sparring is. So when you go against him, you gonna have to fight him. That's what you do with him. You don't spar. You got to fight him, because he gonna punch you hard, and you gonna be like, if you looked at him like, hold on, man, he gonna punch you again. So I gotta give him what I got. Ain't no playing with him. And then OGC, he's a guy. He contacted Franco and wanting to fight. He's a rapper. But I was like, man, I fought a rapper, which was Tank, and I was like, well, how much experience you got? He said, yo, I got a little experience and stuff. But the best part about his fight, is that he is also going to be recording his fight for his rap video. So he gonna have clips of his fight on and in out his video. So he gonna have to show off if he gonna be promoting his own stuff.
Now. Yeah, the pressure's on now. You can't be getting knocked up and knocked out on your own music video.
In your own video. So I had to talk to him and ask him how serious he was, and you can hear it in a person's voice if they serious or not, because he ain't asked a lot of what if or what my guy look like, this and that. I was like, you coming? You sure you ready? He's like, yeah, straight to the point. That's when you got a fighter that's willing to go hard. When they don't ask a lot of questions, they just like, yeah, I'll be there.
That's awesome. And so we know that the Big Bull has been in some wars, right? Like this man, whether it be with Franco or even Mad Titan, right? These were two wars that the Big Bull went in on. And so what are your expectations going into this fight?
Oh, I could say, man, when Big Bull come, he bring the thunder. Mad Titan called him out because Big Bull knocked out his first opponent. And he was excited. He ran around the ring talking about, where the camera at? Where the camera at? Look at me, look at me. So Mad Titan seen that and didn't like it. So they had one date scheduled, and Big Bull had to work. And then the second date, Big Bull made it, and I guess Titan had to think about it afterwards. You feel what I'm saying? Didn't turn out good for him, So I expect this is gonna be a banger. You're gonna have to really, I would tell OGCs that you would really have to bring your thunder and the lightning to stop the Big Bull.
That's right.
All right, with that, let's bring the combatants on, where Omar will facilitate the discussion.
Yeah.
Streetbeefs.
What's going on, fellas?
Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome. Thank you all for making the time to be here. I just want to say, man, I'm excited for this one. Obviously, OGC, we have yet to see you in the pound for pound yard in Hell's Kitchen. We have yet to see you here. But the Big Bull, you are something that, like, if you love street beefs, you love the Big Bull, man. You bring the fight every time you step into that ring. I'm a fan, man. I'm a fan. But OGC, I want to start with you. So I heard that you got an upcoming rap video that you about to fight, right? And we know you come out of Philly. And so what made you want to contact Cornflake to get into Hell's Kitchen against the Big Bull, someone with so much experience like him, and also shoot a video? Tell us a little bit about that.
The biggest thing that come to mind is my insurance had lapsed and I ain't had no medication. And so, I found myself in a predicament. And so here we are. But that that's minute. The big thing here is that we coming to put on a show, and we're gonna give our all,
Word.
That's awesome. So let me ask you this before we go over to the Big Bull. Have you seen any of Big Bull's fights? And if so, what are your thoughts? What are your impressions on him?
Oh yeah, man, he's incredible. I'm not one to sugarcoat nothing. I done seen him go to war with who? We had Nightmare out there, and then next it was Mad Titan. And that ain't a person. Excuse my language. Who's light-handed. He come with some intensity, and so I appreciate your reserve and your steadfastness, your stamina, all of that. I took all of this into account, and regardless, we're gonna have a spectacular performance tomorrow.
Let me ask you this. So that being said, what are your hopes? What are your outcomes? What are your predictions or outcomes for this fight? What do you hope to do in there?
I hope to let the camera see something that it hasn't seen in quite some time.
Okay. What is that?
You tune in. How about that? You just tune in.
I love it. Big Bull, let's go over to you. So obviously we don't have much tape on OGC, but you know stranger to Street Beefs. You've been around a few times and in some wars. Right. So after hearing OGC's sort of praise, but also his predictions, what you got to say?
Well, first of all, let me shout out these people real quick. First of all, Scarface, my trainer, my coach, my everything, Filet, and Coach Rob. Them three right there, the most important people in my life right now, more than my mom's. And I mean it. So anyways, back to what he was saying. So I hear you coming down to make a music video, and I don't beat around no bush. You don't mix boxing and rapping. You either doing one or the or. You trying to come make a music video. I'm trying to knock you out.
That's
in all respectness. I'm hurt.
That's 100.
I'm hurt. So I'm trying to hurt somebody else. And Street Beefs, that's why I wanted to shout them out. They laid a platform down for youngins like us, old heads, whatever, to put ourselves out there. And I'm gonna try to be there. I'm gonna be
Big
humble.
Bull, Big Bull, I don't mean to cut you off. I just want to say I understand how it is to be hurt. And I probably understand where you're coming from being hurt, seeing how the whole lightweight Tiger matchup went. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot to be hurt over. And so I just want to let you know I'm here to ease your troubles.
You'll feel it. Everybody I fought. You can ask Franco. You the one who texted Franco. Ask Franco how it felt.
You ain't no joke. You ain't no joke, but me neither.
Shout out Franco too. That mug knocked me out too. About knocked me out. Cool.
Hey, y'all did go to war. That was a good scrap. That was a good scrap.
I'm the Big Bull. It's
yes,
rough
sir.
out, baby. I'm gonna do what I do off the couch with it.
Shout out to the OGC. Shout out to the young Kyle.
I'm here to put work in, man.
So we got people calling in on the chat. So just as a reminder, if you viewing live, please drop your comments, drop your predictions, drop your questions for the Big Bull and the OGC. We're going to try to get a fan comment or question for you all to respond to. But Big Bull, I heard you say that you are coming off of the couch. I mean, tell me, you're training for this, or are you really coming off the couch?
Listen to this. I'm being 100%. I work every day. I haven't been to the boxing gym. My coaches know my situation. They know what's going on. My life is hectic. Life is life, and ain't nothing to complain about. So being that I run, I mean, I'm staying fit, but you can ask Flake. When I didn't have a job to go to, I was riding my bike miles to the boxing gym. First one in there, last one out. And I'll say it again. First one in there, last one out. You can ask.
And it shows.
It shows. So I'm dedicated there. I'm dedicated to the max. But to do what you want to do, you gotta do what you gotta do. So right now, I'm dealing with life. I'm trying to put life right now. I'm trying to put myself in a good situation to fulfill this. So in a sense, yes, I'm off of the couch with it. Ask Flake, when's the last time you see me in the gym? He'll tell you I'm off the couch with this fight, baby.
All right. I think we got a fan question. So I'm gonna ask the fellas in the back to bring it up. So OGC, the question's for you. How are you managing boxing and rapping?
It seems like we talking about practice. Are we talking about practice here? Are we talking about practice? Or are we talking about the fight? I thought we was here to talk about. We talking about next question, please.
All right, we appreciate you, Moose, for dropping that question. So he dropping Allen Iverson versus out here. I see where you're going with it, OGC. So this is practice. You hear that? A Big Bull. What would a win over OGC mean to you?
A win? Well, a win is a win. Even when you lose, you lose. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Every win is a win. Because you might have gotten beat up, but now you know what not to do. Now you know something else to do. So there ain't never no real loss. But what I'm coming at, I'm hungry, man. I just want everybody to know I'm here. I'm coming. I want my presence to be known.
That's 100. I feel that intensity.
Yeah. Most humblest. I'm trying to come for the bacon, and I'm stealing yours if I got to.
Oh man, let me tell you something, baby. You ain't never touching my bacon, my burger, or nothing. But something to keep in mind though, beef is the most commonly slaughtered animal in America, Big Boy. Just a fact I might share.
For that McRib, baby.
Hey man, I'm gonna need all the sauce, all the sauce.
So we got one last question. I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna pose. This is a really good question. So I am gonna pose this, and this question is again for you, OGC. The question is from Rain Reed. Excuse me, I mispronounced your name. So if there's a knockout in this fight, and the knockout happened to be of you, which I think Big Bull has already stated that's what he's coming for, will that show up in your music video?
Hell no. Nah. Let me stop playing. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna put it in there. Nah, cause he a 100. He a 100 and I'm a 100. I'm gonna put that shit in there. And it's going on World Star. 100.
Come down here and put me on the tape.
It's going on World Star, baby. And I'm gonna finance it. We're gonna make you famous, baby. We're gonna make you famous.
Yeah, baby, Rough House got me, baby. I'm good where I'm at. I'm good where I'm at.
Listen, this for you.
It sounds like you winning in life.
You.
It sounds like you winning somewhat. But I ain't got, bro. I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
For you.
You stepping in the thing with someone hungry. I fight.
Right.
Just so I get that feeling.
Listen.
So I'm already at a set standing level right now. I'm not gonna get more mad, more no nothing. I'm ready to go. I'm hungry.
I'm gonna say this, and that's gonna be it. I appreciate your hunger and tenacity and all of that, but the people want a show, and so that's what I'm here for. I'm gonna give them a show. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is secondary. So as far as you being hungry, everybody in the goddamn world got to eat now. Everybody got to eat now.
All right, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, all of the fans, we appreciate you tuning in. There you have it. I don't know about y'all, but if that don't excite you for tomorrow's event, I don't know what will. I want to just give all the best of luck to the Big Bull and OGC. Cornflake.
Yo, I told you, man.
That was
Man, I
That
was
was
sitting
heated.
here like,
That was-
oh my God, did he just say that? Did he just say that? Or did he? Yo, woo! I told you, man, that's gonna be fire. So,
You takeaways from that.
like
What did you learn?
like I said, when I talked to OGC, I know the Big Bull, but when I talked to OGC and he told me, yo, what he wanted to do, I told you, you hear it yourself, that man's serious, and you also hear from the Big Bull that he's serious. So, yo, when you got two serious guys coming in there, and it ain't no beef, it's just understood that, yo, somebody gotta go. Woo, smoker, set it up and knock it down. I'm gonna set it up. You just knock it down. Either one of y'all.
All right. So we know that we have another one. Right. So we have King Mafia versus Breon. Tell us a little bit of why you set this fight up.
Well, both of these guys are bangers. I'm talking about when you see either one of them fight, Joe, you see nothing but hard blows. They don't come in, they don't do no playing. I met Breon through my homeboy Alfonso, and he was like, I got this fighter for you, man. This guy fights. So when I brought Breon, he was the first fight for our first pound for pound show, and he stopped this guy from Texas in the first round. And I was like, oh, he's serious. And then he came back and stopped another guy. So, and Breon's like 190 something, you know what I'm saying? Close to 200. So he's fighting all big heavyweights. And also Breon does MMA. And for those for Country Hoodlum, if you're listening, Breon want to shout at that MMA belt. I talked to Scarface, so it's all on you next. Breon wants your belt and the MMA, and he ain't no joke. You see when he fought Franco, he throw blows. He ain't ducking no wreck. And then when it come to King Mafia, I've been knowing King Mafia ever since for like over 20-something years. Met him in the streets and end up meeting him in a jail cell. We shared a jail cell for a few weeks and stuff. You feel what I'm saying? That's right before I went to prison, before he went off and did his thing and stuff. So he always came with that street grit and hardness, you know what I'm saying? Even if he was bigger than him, man, he still was gonna knuckle with you, you know what I'm saying? He the type of dude, man, yo, you might beat my ass, but yo, you ain't gonna come back the next time and try, because you got your hands gonna be full. And every time King Mafia come in, he's training. I'm talking about he's at Rough House Boxing Gym. That's what Big Bull's calling out, Rough House. Shout out to Rob Jackson at Rough House Boxing Gym. He's constantly training. He's constantly working out. In his last fight, he fought two people. He had a beef fight with Shalimar, and he wound up dropping Shalimar I think it was the second round. No, in the fourth round with a body shot. And then while the Beast came from Chicago, and Beast was like, I need to fight another person. I was like, why? Then I stepped to King Mafia. I was like, man, it's a big guy, but yo, what you gonna do? He was like, who, him over there? I was like, yeah. He was like, why? Let me get some water. And then bam, he was in there.
That's awesome. I think one of the things that stands out to me about, before we bring out both of the fighters, that I just want to say to you, and why I love this matchup is that, King Mafia, what, to me, he has one of the biggest hearts in Street Beefs. I mean, talking about like pushing through like adversity in a fight. I mean, I've seen this man gassed and still tossing like heavy leather, right? And so we know it takes a lot to have to dig deep and not just fold them in those moments. Because a lot of people will rather just fold them and say quit if they ain't got no more gas. But not King Mafia. He finds it in him to keep it pushing. And so I think that's what's going to make this fight exciting, is because we know Breon brings it, and we also know that King Mafia brings it. And so it's when these two unstoppable forces meet at the center, what would happen? And so
exactly. So with that, let's bring the fighters on.
Yo, hold on. There you go. Yo. How y'all brothers doing, man? King Mafia in this bitch. What's up, Breon? You look nervous. You look nervous already, my G.
Oh no, never that, man. You already know I'm ready to go.
Okay,
I'm
you
ready.
look nervous. What's happening? That's right.
Chillin'.
What's good, brothers?
Good. Let me start off, Breon. Let me ask you a question, and then we'll have King Mafia jump in here. So,
Gotcha.
yeah. So, I mean, you come up a lot and have turned around, right? And I think that in that moment where you have shown sort of your dominance, it's undeniable that you got the circle in that ring. So I wanted to ask you, what do you see in Mafia that maybe impresses you or doesn't? And what are your expectations for this fight?
Why is that somebody that I work with? I ain't gonna lie, you kind of broke up, but I'm gonna try to put two and two of what you said together. Long story short, what you got to watch out about Mafia, I give it to him, yo. He got heart. I give it to my man. He got heart all day, so I always get respect where respect due. But what I also, how can I say, what I also see is Mafia one of those, he like me. He'll take the pain just to see how you throw your hands, which in tune, it's hard to stop somebody like that, because once you find that one flaw, you can keep tagging it. But I'm one of those, I'm not going to get that to you that easy. So he's going to have a difficult time trying to find out where that one punch going to be. If he find it, hey, he can. But I'm going to let you know, you saw the Franco fight. Everyone that tap you, it's going to tap you. You're going to know I'm there.
All right. All right.
I expect the same thing. I'm going to tell you the same thing I told Franco. If you're going to be in there with me, give me something to feel too. Let me go to the next fight knowing, hey, I ain't bet.
All right.
Hey, Mafia, answer that.
I mean, tap for tap, though, it's about who hit harder, my nigga. You know what I mean? It's about who connect harder, bro. I don't know if you're going to be able to handle these shits, bro. You know what I mean? That's all I got to say about that, bro. I don't know if you're going to be able to handle these shits, bro. Hey, look. Shalimar thought shit was sweet. He caught a stomach shot and didn't get up for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I done already paraded around the ring, talk shit to everybody outside the ring, and he still ain't get up. You know what I mean? So imagine if you catch one of these joints to the mouth or your jaw. You feel what I'm saying, my G? Really bull washed up, my nigga. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get at that shit, bro. I hit hard. Hey, bro, I hit hard. I got a whole nother element of layers of skin on me. I've been in the penitentiary 13 years where I had to fight niggas 300 pounds in a 10x10 cell with nothing but metal in that joint. No mouthpiece, you feel me? I've been in them streets, bro. You know what I mean? So these shits hit hard, man. This that Cuban blood, man. You know what I mean? You're going to come harder than that shit, bro.
Well, if you put it like that, I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told Flake. I don't care what gloves we got. You can do bare knuckle, we can do boxing, we can do MMA, we can do street fight. Where I come from, the streets ain't got no weight class. They ain't got no motherfucking ring. They ain't got no round.
That's a fact.
Out there and get it in. So hey, I respect all of it. Tomorrow's gonna be a
look. But here go the funny shit though. Here go the funny shit. I'ma knock your ass out. Serious, I'ma knock your ass out, bro. I'ma break that shit, bro. You know what I mean? I'ma break that shit, bro. You know what I mean? Then I'ma pick you up. I'ma do you like I did, bro, and show you some goddamn good sportsmanship. But I'ma talk my shit after I knock your ass out, nigga.
I'm the humble fighter. When it comes to it,
I'm humble.
Damn sure try.
I'm humble too. You feel me? I'm humble too, my G. You hear me? I'm humble too, my nigga. Hey, fuck being humble.
You get caught.
You heard what Meek Mill said.
Going down.
You heard what Meek Mill said. You heard what Meek Mill said. He say, fuck being humble. Don't come in there with that humble shit. You better be turned up. Real shit.
No, it's a whole nother story. Trust me. You'll see. I'm laughing now. I'm happy now. I make it look nervous, but trust me. Wait till you step in. Wait till you
ain't even supposed to be looking nervous, nigga.
Hey, I don't know.
You ain't even supposed to be looking nervous, nigga.
It is
I'm ready to smoke me a blunt and get at your ass. You heard? No homo. Ready to smoke me a blunt and get at your ass.
I'm doing it now. Yeah, I just
know,
ain't gonna do it.
look, real shit.
But at the same time, hey,
Yeah, but see,
like I said,
that one thing about me, they always got niggas that be talking shit and they don't back it up. I'm that nigga that talk that shit and I back that shit up, blood. I back that shit up, bro. But look, on some G shit, I respect your fight. I respect your fight, bro. You know what I mean? I respect what you do. And you been doing good till you came across Franco. Franco, my man, he put that bang on your ass. Now I'm gonna put this mallet across your shit. You know what I mean? Put this mallet across your shit. I ain't got no love for you right now. And you know you.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm about to talk shit to this nigga, man. I can't wait to get in that shit, man.
I think we're clear.
I live for this shit.
Happy is that for this fight. So let you get a chance to get some words in here, Breon. What is your final for Team Mafia? What's your final message?
My final message is: you said you're looking for a king to come and fight you. I'm bred for this. This is what I do. I do this for fun, but at the same time, I don't. I got 8 reasons. 8 sitting at the crib, and I'm gonna show you exactly why. Just because you said you're gonna knock me out, just because you're calling me out like that, I'm gonna show you exactly why those 8. I'm gonna show you exactly why I do this. Exactly why I do this. So come on.
Well, first get them butterflies out your stomach and stop stuttering, nigga.
I ain't stuttering. Just I'm tipsy. Hey, I'm having fun. It's a Friday night. I'm chilling. I go to work hard. I got 8 kids, bro. So it is what it is. I'm gonna stutter a little bit. Excuse me. But tomorrow, I'm ready. When I step in that ring with you, all that's gone. It's a whole nother story. Ask Franco. He saw the same thing, and he'll tell you. He saw it in my face. I was laughing, go giggly outside the ring, but when you stepped in and looked at me, totally different story.
Yeah, you did your thing, bro. Yeah, you held up in that joint. I give you that. You held up in that joint, bro. That was a good fight, my nigga.
Thank you. Like I said, I respect you. Yeah, I see Max out here.
Press conference. We hope to have you back on, and we certainly are excited about those fights. So I'm gonna wish you both best of luck. Go out there, leave it all in the ring. Leave nothing behind. Please do not leave it to the judges. I know everybody's gonna be looking forward to this. If they weren't looking forward to it before this press conference, they for sure are looking forward to it now. So best of luck to both of y'all, teams, and we appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you fight. Take care, y'all.
Yo.
Woo! Yo, that was intense.
I meant to do shout outs too, man.
That was intense, Cornflake. Golly.
Well, you had a front row seat to all this. So tell me, man, what coming up for you?
Woo!
Is
Yo,
it hot?
This guy, it's hot in here. You know, he is the type, man. You know, he love his fight stuff. You know what I'm saying? He can't beat up everybody, but he gonna fight you. And he will call me 2, 3 in the morning, ask me my thought and opinion on his fighting style. Have he improved? I get tired of it. You know, I'm gonna let him know when he get back in his car. He tired of it. But yo, as you can see, everybody that come here at this yard, they bring nothing but that thunder. See, I'm in a city where dudes go hard. We call bad news for a reason. We train to go. You feel what I'm saying? Even when I was in prison, that's all I represented was bad news, my city. You feel what I'm saying? And each of these people that's here got that in that same mind and heart. Yo, we representing bad news. You know what I'm saying? Even if we got to fight each other, we bad news. Either, yo, there's no good news coming out of bad news. So, woo!
Well,
yeah, that was intense, man.
That really was.
It makes me look. It makes me look forward to the fights. And if you're not subscribed to Pound for Pound yet, I think that sold itself. And so definitely subscribe to the channel, peep their fights, because you can already tell it's going to be business. They're not going to be playing around tomorrow. So, Cornflake, we'd love to give you the last word. You know, if they're not going to watch it, let them know why they should be watching this.
Yo, first of all, this city need this type stuff. I joined this platform for the reason to stop the youth from killing each other. I grew up in the streets of fighting, and you know, I was bullied for a long time. So, I learned how to beat up the bullies. So in prison, they called me the bully stopper, and that's how I was in the street. You feel what I'm saying? So Do something that you ain't done in a while. Step out there and do something that you were scared to do, but you're gonna feel good afterwards. Don't allow anybody to hold you back from what you feeling or wanting to do. Because guess what? If you come here and fight, I'm not gonna put you against somebody that's gonna dog you. I'm gonna put somebody that's gonna bring out the best in you, and you're gonna bring out the best in them. You feel what I'm saying? Everything in this world and this life is about growth and development, man. Yo, if you're doing the same thing you was doing last year that you're doing this year, that means there was no growth. But I'm here to help change you physically, mentally, and spiritually as well. You know what I'm saying? And yo, tune in for these fights. This is backyard fighting at its best. You feel what I'm saying? These dudes, you heard them. They ain't come to play no games. This is a brotherhood, first of all, but they ain't come to play no games, and they ain't come to take no losses. You know what I'm saying? So y'all all go to Streetbeefs pound for pound on YouTube and subscribe. Streetbeefs pound number 4 pound on YouTube and subscribe. And also, in the heart of the fight, I thank y'all, man. Y'all subscribe to their page as well, man. This is such a huge moment for local fighters, man, from the east to the west. For guys that haven't turned pro, they're able to see themselves in a bigger scale than amateur fighters get. Amateur fighters don't get this opportunity to be on YouTube to do this. So I want y'all to subscribe to these brothers' platform, Hard in the Fight, man, and see live future champions. This is where they start at, right here in backyards and in the streets, to the next level.
We want to salute you, Mr. Wall of Famer. Salute to you, and best of luck to your event tomorrow. All right, Daniel, I don't know about you, man, but I cannot wait. And if that's any indication of how these next fellas are going to show up, man, I can't contain my excitement. Daniel, tell the people who we got coming up next.
All right. So now we were just in the East Coast. Now we're in the West Coast. All right. And so it's really exciting because we have this up and coming branch that's stacked with killers. And you're going to see it from the lineup. We're going to bring them up. And we're going to let them promote themselves, promote the fights. But trust me, you're not going to want to miss these fights, especially when we talk about the light heavyweight division. Like it's a tournament. And so with that, I definitely want to bring the West Coast. So let's bring in the intro.
Yeah, I'm the one to get it, bro. I swear to God, I'll get it, bro. Hey, I ain't never giving up. Said I never give up. I got this, man, I got it. I will rock when I'm on it. Never rock it. Got the block lit up toxic. Spitting logic.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
What's good? How's it going, man?
How's it going?
Man, we're excited to have y'all. I mean, I don't know if y'all been tuning in, if y'all were backstage tuning in on YouTube tuning in, but we have ourselves some fights on the East Coast.
Ooh. Oh, man. Yeah, I was in that, man. I'm hyped.
Well,
I'm just spicy
about what's happening tomorrow on the West Coast. So tell us, fellas, what is happening tomorrow at your branch?
All right, hey man, our fourth event, only 4 in, man. Do we got some things developing, man? Like you guys mentioned, the light heavyweight division. We got our first girl that from the West Coast that's ready to bang, man. I don't know, it's just exciting stuff for tomorrow. What do you think, Bushido?
Yeah, man. I mean, we focused on bringing in a lot of new people for this event, but we also ended up bringing in a lot of vets. So, you know, it's going to be action-packed, and every division is really stacked. We have our boy Wama fighting, and Wero and 619, $1 Million Hands, and it's going to be fireworks nonstop. I'm excited.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, I mean, if I know you guys follow West Coast, but we go from city to city. We travel, so we got a new venue for you guys. We got a new scenery. It looks amazing, man. You got the backdrop with the mountains in the back. We got the mats ready with the hay bales, bringing it back to SB West Coast 1. Just exciting stuff, man. As far as how these videos are gonna look and the fighters that we're gonna have, man. I'm excited.
That's awesome.
And the beautiful part is now we have the introduction of the first female fighter from the West Coast branch. Is that right? The first female fighter?
That's right. That's right.
Correct.
I mean, how excited are y'all to be able to have representation in the female department?
Oh, it's unbelievable. It's humbling, you know, and I think it'll spark hopefully some confidence for the female fighters on the West Coast, because we know they're out here. You know, we just need them to know that, hey, there's a platform for you, and then I think they'll start coming. So this is really cool for her to be able to not only expose herself, but expose female fighters for the West Coast. So I'm stoked.
Yeah, it's super exciting, you guys. It's super exciting to meet somebody that's so willing and like ready to go out there and put it all out there. We've tried to make female fights in the past for the last event, and they've fallen through, and she's just been ready. She's actually been to a Streetbeefs West Coast event before. Her man's fought out here, and she was the loudest one there, being hyped and giving advice. So it's super exciting for me to see her get in the cage and get in there and represent, you know?
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
We want to just give a quick shout out to Savage Island, who's been super active on our chat. We know that Savage Island is a brother out of the Streetbeefs West Coast, and we've heard some incredible stories about this incredible human being and man. And if you don't follow him on Instagram, follow him, because he has some really good content. But shout out to you, Savage Island, for tuning in.
Hey, 100%, man. Savage Island, that's my boy, man. These things wouldn't run as smooth as they do without him, and we wouldn't be able to show what Streetbeefs is about without him, man. He represents it to a T.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
All right, gentlemen.
Well, with that, go ahead, Omar.
Let's get Kickboxgrl out.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up? I'm super excited to talk to you. It's a pleasure to meet you. You know, this is history, right? Or her story, should I say?
Right.
You are the first female fighter in the Streetbeefs West Coast branch. I mean, no, how does that make you feel?
I feel freaking awesome. Like, I'm shaking, I'm nervous, but excited. I mean, I've been waiting for this for a very long time, been training for a while. And, you know, I've had a lot of obstacles come my way, but, you know, you may see me struggle, but I'll never quit. So I'm here to represent the West Coast, and all them females that are kind of scared or having doubts to go in. Just do it. Just do it for you, you know?
I love it. That's awesome. Yeah. Tell us, Kickboxgrl. Sorry, I fumbled over my words a little bit.
You're fine.
How long have you been fighting? And in particular, how long have you been preparing to fight in Streetbeefs?
So I started actually as a kickboxing instructor in 2016 for a kickboxing gym. And from there, I kind of wanted to get more technical with MMA, like jiu-jitsu, you know, just real technical MMA. And I've actually grown a love for the sport, and I've been training since 2016. Unfortunately, I had gotten into a car accident, so that kind of hindered me a little bit, but I didn't give up. I'm actually stronger than I was before. It's a real big mentality thing as well. And as long as you put your mind to it, you can achieve anything you want. And this is why I'm here. And this is why I want to represent Streetbeefs West Coast for the females.
That's awesome. And how long do you plan on fighting in general, or fighting in Streetbeefs?
Oh, as long as I can, as long, you know, old lady, wheelchair maybe, I don't know. I might throw a couple jabs every now and then, you know what I mean? As long as I can do, this is my passion. This is what I really love, enjoy doing. And I feel like I have the time to do it. Might as well just shine it through and get it going.
That's awesome. I could tell that warrior spirit's in you. So,
thank you.
You know, we were hopeful that you would have a fight on this card, but unfortunately we know that that's not going to happen. I think the fighter ended up having to drop out. But tell us, what message do you have for this opponent or future opponents? What's your message to them?
Hey, you know what? I I'm ready to take on anybody. I'm gonna show up there regardless. I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna call females out if they want to get down. Let's get down. This is supposed to be a fun sport. I've been ready for a long time. And then for all the females that are, like I said, are just kind of scared or kind of doubt themselves, just go for it. Start training a little bit more. This is all just for fun. There's nothing to be embarrassed about this kind of sport. Warrior versus warrior. You're in it, for your heart and for your goals as an individual. So that's my message out there for the females, is to come forward. I mean, I'm coming forward. Let's get this done.
That's awesome.
Yes.
So how soon do you want to get in?
Tomorrow. I mean, if there's any females tomorrow, I mean, I rather do boxing because I am recovering from a foot surgery. But I mean, if they want to do MMA or kickboxing, I'm also ready for that too. I mean, I'm just ready to throw down for a showdown.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Any final words that you want to say before we let you go?
Just want to thank you guys, Heart in the Fight, Tank, Alex, Streetbeefs, Westcoast, for allowing me to speak up on behalf of the females out there. And like I said, females, don't be scared. This is just for fun. I am ready to throw down. And this is like a dream for me. And for my man to be a part of it with me, to see him fight as well, it's a blessing. It really is. And we're really good together. And like I said, I'm hoping I can fight soon, tomorrow, or maybe sooner.
That's awesome. I didn't know that it's a tandem here. So shout out your husband, your man, as you said, really quick.
Chef Gangsta. Yes.
All right. Well, shout out to him. We want to thank you so much for joining this first press conference for the Street Coast and Coast to Coast. Best of luck on your next fight. Can't wait to see you in there. Take care.
Thank you. Me too. I'll be ready. Thank you.
Yo. How was that, y'all? How was that?
I mean, I'm excited. I mean, she's been training 4 years now, right? And her energy is great. And it's clear that she does not plan to stop fighting anytime soon. And she's ready to get in there tomorrow. So you all have some talent, I could imagine, on your hands.
Yeah, yo, it's exciting. I want to see, man, I really want to see somebody step up, and like she said, it's all for fun, man. She's trying to encourage and move this forward. It's for everybody. Everybody can get in there and test themselves, and that's what she's doing, and that's what she wants to portray, and have other females go ahead and do the same, just like we do.
Yeah, I mean, if there's ever a possibility, we would love to see you fly her out to go meet Deuce. And see that pop.
As I was watching Deuce, I had that in my mind, man. We got to do something. Maybe when we go out there next year, she can come with us. We're going to go out there with a few fighters. So, hey, we'll see.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That's spicy already, man. We're just talking about it.
Seems like I'm having a hard time getting fights, so why don't just put them together, right?
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man, that's awesome. Daniel, you want to kick it off to go into the next one?
Yeah, so we already know the light heavyweight division is super stacked, but not only that, they're super competitive. And so if anyone are in the Facebook group, they see that these light heavyweights are going back and forth. That every single minute that they can, they're at each other's throat. And it's not malicious. Everything is super competitive. And so with this one, we know the origins of the story was that Mr. Silas called out all the big hitters. He said on Facebook, he said, I want all the big boys. And he named them. And so we know Wero is a big boy, and especially with his last performance, oh man, he's a beast. And so I was shocked to see Mr. Silas call him out. I think anyone, right? Because he's like the boogeyman. Right. And
man, none of us expected anybody to call out Wero. After he came in there and he just showed straight dominance and just that aggressive, like he said, I'm sure he's gonna say it when you guys get him on here, but he doesn't plan on ever leaving the first round ever. So man, for somebody to go out there, and Mr. Silas just said, you know what? Let it be me. Let's go. And that's impressive as hell, man. I was impressed and surprised, and man, excited. This is gonna be dope.
Yeah, I remember looking at Tank and just being like, who are we going to get to fight this guy, man? Like, it was what a performance on his first fight. and it's really cool to see, you know, just the personality of the fighter and how they input that into their fight and what they choose to be as their weapons, you know, and Wero is just heavy hands, man. So I'm sure we'll see more of that.
Absolutely. So with that, let's just bring on the matchup.
Let's go.
Welcome,
Yo.
gentlemen.
What's
Hello.
up, man?
What's
All
good
right.
with it?
Ah, Silas, what's good, brother?
What's good? You ready for the
Trying to
beatdown?
see. I'm just making sure there's no marks on your face. That way I know which ones I put on there.
Good
Mhm.
luck trying.
Yeah, hey, you got about 30 seconds, homie. 30 seconds of that first
I
round to
think
make
I
a
got 6
statement.
minutes actually.
Doubt it. You ain't getting out of that first round, homeboy. Never happened. One of us is not getting out of the first round. I mean, you might win the fight. Like, let's be real. You might win a fight. It's a
There's
fight.
no might to it. It's a guaranteed chance.
Okay,
with
then
it.
I'll give it to you. You gonna win a fight, but you still ain't leaving the first round because you gonna have to fight. Mm-hmm. But in all honesty, I think you're going to sleep. I think you're gonna take a nap in the ring.
My bad.
But hey, seriously though, I do appreciate the fact that you called me out because I really was.
Yes, sir.
I know a lot of people know Silas and I are friends, man. We talk all the time, and
Definitely.
I was messaging him after my first fight, and I was like, man, like all these people getting called out, and I'm not getting called out. And like 10 minutes later, he calls me out, and I was like, well, shit, I didn't see that coming. It was exciting though. It was exciting, and it's gonna be.
Tell me something real quick. So we heard the story, right, that Daniel just laid out, and Wero confirming it here that you, in fact, are the one who called him out, and you know, along with everybody else. Was there something that you seen in Wero's first performance, or that you already knew going in, that made you want to call him out?
Personally, I just like to test myself, and due to the simple fact that he won in the time frame he did, I was like, yeah, I'll take a crack at it. You know what I mean? It's gonna test myself. I'm gonna improve myself. You know what I mean? I felt like, you know what I mean, I just wanted to call out who I felt were gonna help me work. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna make me challenge myself. It ain't gonna be nothing easy, you know. For both of us, I felt like I want to fight all the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? Nobody easy. You know, that was it.
Okay, so tell me this. So we know what Wero's predictions are. He laid it out really clearly right out in the first 7 seconds, right? He plans on putting you to sleep. What are your plans? What do you intend to do when you get in that ring tomorrow with Wero?
What I'm going to do is win. Personally, I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna apply the pressure that he's applying just as well, but I'm gonna more so box instead of brawl. I've seen the ring, and it's not huge, but honestly, I'm still gonna be able to move, maneuver, pivot, you know, have head movement, and really that's it. I'm gonna stick out that jab, stick that 1-2, the 1-2-3, the 2-3, whatever works, you know, whatever's open, and break them down. Because I get better as the fight goes on, and I'm not going down in that first round. I know for a fact I ain't no scrub, so it's not gonna be as easy to hit me. I'm not gonna sit there and, you know, cover up. I'm gonna move, and I'm gonna actually fire back in my range because, you know, I know my range. I know how to create an angle, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Hey, y'all save these videos, right? So we could play this for him later, like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, okay, just making sure.
I mean, after hearing his game plan, I mean, he basically laid out his game plan for you, Wero.
So
what do you respond to that?
So my response is he a better boxer than me? Absolutely. Like I've seen him box. The man's got hands. I'm not a boxer. I've never trained in boxing. I've taken a couple boxing classes over the past 10 years. Like my background is Muay Thai and I only did a year of that. So I don't really have a game plan as far as boxing. I'm just gonna hit him really fucking hard until he doesn't want me to hit him anymore. Like that's it. Like as hard as I can until he's just like, I don't like that. And ideally it's the first 2 punches, because I mean it's what I do.
I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna change gears a little bit here. Okay, so you know I want to ask both of you this question because after you all, right, we have 619 and $1 Million Hands coming up, and it's already been talked about the potential title elimination. So whoever wins that might go on and fight the Canadian. What do you all see in this fight coming up, and do you all want to crack at that belt?
Go ahead, Silas.
Okay,
Ladies
okay,
first.
because I did. You can miss me with that. Anyways, to get right to the point, I definitely want a shot at the belt, but I want to get my record straight before any of that, and I also want to fight all the tough opponents first. So when I get to the champ, it's a continuous thing that I've already been doing. It's not like, oh, I went through all these easy people and then get to the champ and fall, because I never had no pressure behind what I was doing. So I intend on coming for that belt, definitely.
Wero, what about you?
So I'm really looking forward to MDH 619 fight. And I love the idea of our fight, the winner of our fight and the winner of their fight matching up and maybe going after the Canadian. As far as a belt, I honestly don't care. I'm going to fight the Canadian one day if he has the belt or if he doesn't. If he has the belt and he's that worried about it, he can keep it. I don't care. I just want to fight everybody and see what happens. And if Silas got the belt and we got to fight one day again, I mean, he can keep it on the shelf. It's all good. I just want to take his consciousness in that first round.
Nah, that's not happening. I'm
telling you.
It's easy to throw a punch, but it's hard to fight, when someone's hitting you back. It's not as easy to have offense.
You say that. You say that. You say that. We're going to find out tomorrow real quick.
Real easy.
And I'm gonna message you right after you wake up. When you pick your phone up, I'm gonna message you. And
you ain't gonna want to message me after I win. You're gonna give yourself a couple days after you lose.
No, hey, you know what? Like I told you the other day, man. If you win, I'll still be happy for you. I legitimately will. I like watching your career,
vice versa.
and I appreciate you. But
Definitely.
you're not winning.
That's incorrect. That's not valid.
You ain't even gonna get to the second round. You won't even see the second round.
You're lying again. You got to stop with the lying. You got to be honest.
Find out,
people. That's not happening.
Yeah, no,
I don't fall down, and it's not easy to hit me. It's not. You got to remember,
We'll
I'm
find out.
Silas.
It's clear that both of you have your game plans in your head, and you're both going to try to impose those game plans. I don't know, but I'm excited for this. I appreciate watching both of you fight, and I think these stylistically, both of y'all are different in the way you approach your fights. So it's gonna be exciting to see how this one plays out. Whether Wero is able to get you, Mr. Silas, out in the first 60 seconds or less, or Mr. Silas, if you're able to really outbox him and take him to the deep rounds, as you say, as you get better. And so with that, gentlemen, I just want to thank you all. I want to wish you all best of luck tomorrow. Go out there, lead us all, and please do not leave it to the judges. So with that,
we won't.
Hey, let's keep fighting, and can't wait to see this matchup. Any last words from either of you? Any last words?
Good luck.
No,
you're gonna.
He already knows. You too, brother. You too. You too.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, man.
You got to be excited about that, y'all. Y'all got to be excited about that.
Oh, man.
I'm pumped about that.
We got some.
Man, what y'all think? Is it leaving the first round?
Oh my goodness! I mean, the way Wero is talking about snatching souls in the first 60 seconds, I mean, it's hard not to believe him the way that
he's so sure. He's so sure.
And the thing is, when you look at that ring, I think it's 12 by 12, right?
It is. Yeah.
It doesn't even give him much space for someone to dance around the box. So he's going to be at arm's length at every single moment of the fight. And so I think that's what makes it scary for Mr. Silas, is that Weddle's going to have access to him. And so it's like, well, how do you avoid that? How do you evade some of that power? So he's going to develop a rope-a-dope or some kind of strategy to tie him up, and hopefully the Weddle gets tired.
Yeah, that's what he's going to have to do.
Sorry, it's breaking up a little bit.
I haven't seen Weddle stop throwing a punch, at all in that fight that we've seen. So I don't know. It's gonna be good. Silas is a monster, though. He's a warrior. I know he ain't gonna just sit back.
Can you guys hear me right now? The audio is a little off for me. Okay, cool. I'm sure I know what you guys are talking about. But I'm so stoked for tomorrow. And 619 $1 million hands. You know, will 619 continue his domination? We've seen him fight a lot, more than a lot of the other light heavyweights, you know, and he really, really dominates his opponents. And so will he continue that domination, or will $1 million hands be able to step up? You know, we've seen him train, so we know he's getting better, but how much better? You know, is it enough to topple the mountain? So.
Well, let's actually correct his record, because right now we only seen 2 fights from 619 on YouTube, but he's 3-0.
Right.
And so can you?
That's another thing that's interesting, man, and that's something that's gonna go up. I'm thinking maybe even tonight, if we can get this over to Esteban on time, that'd be a nice little thing to do. Mr. Silas's older brother actually fought 619 at SB Westcoast too. So that's another one of 619's matches. All of this ties in together so dope, man. This light heavyweight division and the future matchups, not just the ones tomorrow, are exciting, man. And everybody has little things with each other, so it's gonna be cool.
That's awesome.
All right, well, we'll love to bring on the contestants. But before we do that, let's actually bring up the overlay, and then we'll play a video that 619 did for $1 million hands.
All right.
$619, baby. Shout out to Hard in the Fight. Amazing breakdown with me and Bozo, the clown, aka Dollar Tree Hands. Saturday, he gets knocked out, and then the Canadian gets knocked the fuck out. Let's go, baby.
What?
$1 million hands, brother. Were you expecting that?
Nah, man. I was really shocked. He said, "Oh, we're gonna play a video that he made for $1 million hands." I was shocked. I was like, "There's no behind me," but I'm looking like, "Did you guys just see that?"
Oh, wait a minute. I know. I'm shocked. 619. Welcome, my man. Welcome, brother. Hey,
the audio is really choppy and terrible.
Okay. Well, hopefully it improves. I'm gonna kick it off to $1 million hands real quick. $1 million hands. This is a double whammy for me. I'm like double shocked. We had a video that you weren't expecting, and I wasn't expecting 619 to jump on. What is your reaction to the video that 619 sent you?
I mean, honestly, bro, I think it was funny. I'm not intimidated at all by it. It was actually really cute, man. I'm happy you did that for me, man. I feel special. I appreciate it. But really quick, I just want to say thank you guys for Hard in the Fight, and shout out to Tank and Bushido, Alex. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate you guys for putting all this stuff together. But yeah, I just want to say that before anything else. But yeah, it was cute. It was a cute video.
Yeah, 619. I mean, we didn't expect you to jump on. We knew that you had some scheduling challenges, but we're certainly happy that you're here now. We seen your video. Do you want to elaborate on what you said in that video now that you have $1 million hands here in front of you?
$1 million hands, I'm gonna embarrass you for 3 minutes. I'm gonna give you a boxing fucking lesson, but it's gonna make you a better fighter, though.
I mean, you said for 3 minutes, or you the whole fight?
No, I want to embarrass you for 2.5 minutes, and then I'll finish you off with like 30 seconds.
Honestly, bro, I've been training my ass off, dog, and I seen in the last live with you and Wero, homie, you were drinking like 6 beers, bro. Like, if you really training for a fight, bro, why you drinking 6 beers, dog?
I was just drinking on Tuesday. I went to TJ to Tijuana with my girl.
Oh, okay.
Had some enchiladas. It's just I don't take you seriously, so.
That's right. Hey, it's all good because it makes it easier for me to knock your ass out on tomorrow. I wish you were here right now, bro. We'll go outside, bro.
And what would you do if I was there?
What I'm gonna do to you Saturday? I'm
Play
gonna
fucking patty cake? Stop it. Cut it
Dude.
out.
All right. Okay. I mean, I guess I patty cake, but once you're in there, once you feel these $1 million hands, I'm gonna let you decide. I'm gonna let you decide which hand you want me to knock you out with, because both of these hands are ready.
Please knock me out. Please knock me out. It's never happened. Please knock me out.
All right. Make sure y'all watch tomorrow.
Okay. Well, listen, y'all. This fight has probably the most anticipation, the most build-up of any fight. You both have been going back and forth, and also the people that support you and love you fight, right? Your fans have been going at each other and with you all. Okay, so we know that both of y'all have intentions, bad intentions, come tomorrow to knock each other out. Is there anything that impresses you about each other? Like, $1 million hands, is there anything that you are impressed by 619, 619? Is there anything that you're impressed by $1 million hands?
Okay, for sure. I mean, yeah, I mean, honestly, dude, he has a lot of skill. It's obvious, you know, he has good cardio, man. Like, he throws a lot of punches, and like in both of his fights or all three of his fights, he throws a lot of punches. He doesn't look like he gets tired. So, I mean, I respect his conditioning. I respect that, you know, he's not in there to play games. He's there to come forward. And yeah, so I see the dog in him. You know, I see the dog in him, but it's up to me to put that dog down.
619, tell us, is there anything that you are impressed by $1 million hands?
Absolutely not. I hate that patty cake style. I hate that jab, that flinchy shit. Oh, I hate when I spar with dudes like that. Scared to get hit. Like to come forward. I want to bang. I asked you, let's stand and bang. Are you down to stand and bang until somebody goes to sleep? And what'd you say?
I said I'm gonna win Saturday.
Exactly. See, I come forward, you go backwards. So I'm gonna chase you around, but that fucking ring is small, man. So body shots are gonna come. Oof. Those body shots are gonna hit you so hard.
Right. You know? Dude, I got abs of steel, bro. I got stomach of steel. So I mean, you can throw whatever, bro. It's not gonna be something I haven't felt. It's not gonna be something I haven't seen, bro. I train with killers. It's over. It's over for you, dog. It's over for you.
No, I've seen your sparring videos. You don't train with nobody at my level, believe me.
Bro, I see you training in a backyard outside, bro. I'm training in the actual gym. So
yeah, I mean, gyms are shut down right now.
What you're talking about? Not my gym. Not my
San Diego. Gym. Okay, well in San Diego, we're fucking shut down. It's locked down over
here. 619, you keep rubbing your hands, man. It's almost like you just cannot wait. Tell me what's going through your body and through your mind right now, because you keep rubbing your hands. You're
itching to punch this boy in the face, man. Take his soul, you know. Can't wait till I hit you with that liver shot and you just go, ugh. You know what I mean? You take that deep breath. When you take that deep breath is when I turn it up, you know, when you go, oh, and you're like, fuck, he doesn't get tired. He doesn't stop throwing. He doesn't stop coming forward. Fuck, now it's southpaw. Now he's back to orthodox. Shit, help me. You know what I mean? That's when I turn it up and take your soul. You know what I mean?
Hey, I mean, I'll tell you right now, the switching stance, I mean, it's nothing, bro. It's nothing to me. I fight people who are southpaw. I fight people who are orthodox. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter, bro. You're gonna be trash. You're gonna find out tomorrow that you're trash. 8 years of training for what?
Cool 8 years,
bro. I've been training for like 2 years, and
it's gonna show. And it's gonna
show. I'm levels ahead of you, bro.
Okay, so let me cut y'all off really quick, okay? Because I'm gonna switch gears on y'all too. So we've heard, and I think folks are feeling that whoever is the winner of this match will be facing the Canadian next for that lightweight belt. What do you all see in the Canadian that makes you feel like you can take his belt?
I'll let 619 go first since I went first last time.
I see nothing in Izzy. I see sloppy looping left hand followed by a bunch of little clubbing shots. I mean, that look cute against like punching bags he's fighting, but He'll get a boxing lesson as well. I'll turn it up for Izzy. That was gonna be 5 rounds. When I fight Izzy, it'll be 5 rounds. So it'll be a 5-round embarrassment for Izzy, you know? And hopefully he'll focus on his acting and writing. You know? I'm doing it for him. I'm doing it for Izzy.
There you have it. So 619 is coming for that Canadian belt, for that lightweight strap. $1 Million Hands. I mean, what gives you the confidence that if you win this fight, you will be the next lightweight champion?
Honestly, man, I see that a lot of people question me because I only have one fight, I only have one victory in the yard, and
one boring fight. Yes.
Someone was like, people were just like, what makes him deserve a title shot? I'm telling you, this fight tomorrow is gonna be a reason why I deserve a title shot, because this dude is 3-0 against guys who, I mean, all respect to Mr. Silas, to all your past opponents, respect to them. I mean, anyone's a beast to fight, you know what I mean? But I mean, it's simple. He's 3-0. I'm 1-0. If I'm gonna take his O, so I mean, the only one next would be the Canadian. I mean, the Canadian, he just has the belt. I mean, it doesn't matter if it was anyone else. It doesn't even matter. Like, what matters to me is the belt.
There you have it, y'all. Well, gentlemen, any last words for each other?
Hold up. Well, since this is a title contention, right? And so you're going to be facing the title. So we have a special guest surprise for y'all.
Wait, shit.
Wait, what? What's happening right now?
We have himself.
Oh, not this dude.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I've been training real quick right before they put me on. And I've been watching tape. I've been studying you. And I've been working so much harder. I've converted this 190 pounds into muscle. I'm really excited for the fight. I really hope you guys don't spoil it tomorrow, like on Instagram or on Facebook, on the group. I want to see for myself in real time. 619, I know you're going to beat $1 Million Hands. I am going to rip you apart in the ring. I promise. I promise you.
How, Sway?
I'm a better boxer than you. I'm vicious.
No way.
I am vicious. You've never even been bloody.
Exactly.
You've never been hurt. You don't have
That's true.
experience.
Never happened.
I'm something you've never had before. You're not going to get that in $1 Million Hands. You're not going to get that with
I'll give you
Wero.
that.
You're not going to get that with Silas.
Ooh.
I am going to put you down.
Ooh.
At first it was just cool and it was just lit, but I don't know. The closer we get, the more I just feel like, you know?
You're going to be disappointed when you don't fight him, bro. You're going to be disappointed when I beat his ass, and then you're going to be like, damn,
Lower your voice. Men are speaking.
I took him down.
Men are speaking. Lower your voice. Easy, continue.
I am going. It doesn't matter which one of you win. I hope it's 619 because I owe him. I owe 619. I owe 619 a fight because I was supposed to fight him at SB1. But we had a miscommunication with Tank, and it's all good because it was a heat wave anyway. But
that's no excuse not to fight.
And on top of that, you're 1-0, $1 Million Hands. You're 1-0, Andrew. You're 1-0. You don't want.
And when I finish this guy,
I'm in right. You know what I've been doing?
No,
you know what I've been doing, Mike. You're not conditioned like me. You're not built like me.
Fuck that shit.
I am going to beat one of you. I'm going to be the first. I'm going to go over the scrapyard. I'm going to get Steve's best guys. I'm going to knock them out. I'm going to try to I'm going to kill them. I'm going to scrapyard. I'm taking that belt. I'm going to pound for pound whenever they get a belt, and I'm going to rip through whoever they give me there. And then I'm going to the OG yard, and I am going to remove Venom Black's soul from his body. But before I do that, I will use one of you as a stepping stone. I want to get vicious, man. I want to get so. I'm not even trying to. I want to fucking fight so much. I want to fight tomorrow. I want to get it tomorrow, man. Oh man.
Oh, my fucking heartbeat's racing.
I've been watching way too much Mike Tyson because I'm trying to work on what I'm already doing. It's just you don't got what's
Work on
right
a jab.
here, man. I will
Work on a
open
jab.
you
If you don't
up.
got one, let's develop a jab. Between now and February, when I beat your ass, I want to see a jab.
My jab is better than yours.
You don't
My
even throw
defense is
jabs,
better than
dog.
yours.
You don't even throw jabs.
My
You throw
defense is better. My offense is vicious. It's unique. It's impregnable. My defense is better than yours will ever be. My defense is it's like a shadow. You can't see me. You won't even see me coming.
write that down, or
you've been reading books, huh?
Just coming off the top of your head.
I'm the boogeyman. Damn it. And Wero is going down. I don't belt or not, he's going down. He's not leaving the first 20 seconds.
Calling out the boogeyman. Woo!
Mr. Silas can't touch me. $1 Million Hands is 99 cents to me. And San Diego gets no love, Rey Mysterio. Now that was for this.
I might go to San Diego after I knock out 619. I just might party out in San Diego.
We'll put you in a trunk out here and take you for a ride. Stop it. You wake up in TJ, say, "Where am I? I don't talk Spanish."
I've been running.
Por favor.
I've been running in below freezing weather. You know that thing where they tap the legs for the shins in MMA? You can do that in boxing too. I don't have one of those tools, so I do it with my Bowie that I got tattooed on. I do it for my hands so that I can just have sharper punches. I've been really going through it with my workout, man. I don't think you guys are ready. I'm ready to kill them.
I'm ready.
I'm ready to hurt.
I'm a fighter, dog. I'm a fighter, dude. Whether it be spiritually, physically, it doesn't matter. My whole life I've been fighting, bro. And 619 tomorrow is gonna be no different. 619 is gonna be no different.
That's what I'm saying. That's the difference. You're a fighter. I'm more than a warrior.
What are you then?
I am war. What are you talking about? I'm the whole thing. Look under your bed. That's me.
That's you, huh?
That's me.
So you have that dirty sock under my bed. That's you, huh?
Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Daniel. Come on in. I mean, how do we close this? This is the much anticipated lightweight. Woo! Lightweight.
I want one so bad
for the title elimination. So, Daniel, tell me what's coming up for you, brother. You're on mute, my man. You're on mute.
Daniel, son, you're on mute.
So, for one, I think 619 $1 Million Hands have to deliver. Once they deliver, they'll get to see the Canadian. Right. And so first, just take care of business tomorrow. And then we'll certainly make sure that you're at the next press conference talking to the Canadian. Right. And so till then, focus on what you got, the task in front of you. And Canadian, keep watching, keep training in cold weather. Get yourself ready for a nice title match. And I want to thank y'all for I want to thank y'all for coming and appreciate it. And we're super excited about what's to come.
Best of luck for y'all tomorrow, man. Best of luck.
Man. Woo-wee.
Woo!
So,
can we get tickets tomorrow?
Damn.
Wow.
Oh man.
That was quite a surprise, huh?
Who made that happen with the Canadian, man? That I did not expect that. That was dope.
Hey,
let's go.
I figured the Canadian was ready to respond to a lot of what was been going on, because people have been having conversations about his belt, and he's been talking. So I just figured, you know what? Why not just put them all in the same room? You're talking about his belt, just bring them in.
I love
it. Tomorrow, 619 $1 Million Hands. I'm genuinely excited to see how that plays out, you guys. $1 Million Hands is so sure of himself this time around. It's so dope, like, to see. And man, it's crazy to me. Like, not many people are giving him a chance, but he has so much belief in himself. And man, I'm super excited.
Yeah, me
Awesome.
too. $1 Million Hands is that classic underdog story, man. And so how can you not root for him? You know, he's out there gunning, trying to take the big dog down, and we all know how big 619 is, man. He like we said earlier, he dominates. He really toys with his opponents. You know, he wears them down, makes them not want to fight anymore. So I think if $1 Million Hands really thinks that he figured out the puzzle, then we're gonna see tomorrow.
Very well said.
Awesome. Well, thank you, gentlemen. Any last words to those who are watching?
Don't miss this event. Pound for pound, West Coast. The videos are up. Y'all better have the notifications on because there's going to be some good fights, man. And it's going to set the tone for a lot of events to come. These people ain't playing, man. So don't miss it. That's it.
That's it. Yeah. Hey, make sure you subscribe to Heart in the Fight. Thank you guys so much, Daniel, Omar. I know you guys got more crew than that too. You guys are doing great. It's gonna blow up. We're on our way up. You know what I'm saying? So let's all hang in there and keep doing what we're doing. We really appreciate you guys and all the stuff that you do. So thank you.
All right. Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you too. Best of luck tomorrow. To them too. Oh my goodness.
Well, I hope y'all really enjoyed this press conference. I mean, starting from the East Coast to the West Coast, it was trash talking upon trash talking upon trash talking. So you can even feel the intensity, the tension. And so I'm excited to see how it all translates tomorrow into a fight. And so hopefully you're excited like we are excited. But like I said at the top of the hour, well, actually the top of 2 hours, right? Coming on 2 hours. We have a surprise for you. And this is one of the things that I think is really important to note here is that we at Heart in the Fight are always looking for ways to elevate the game, to do something new, to be groundbreaking so that we can put us all on the map. And so with that, I'm gonna stop doing the talking. You heard enough talking today. Tunde, just play the video. This is our next announcement. Well, there you go.
This is it.
We have, that's right. We have Heart in the Fight award show. Y'all see that?
Yeah, man. This is big, Daniel. I mean, we've been working really hard on this end of the year award show. There's been so many fights to review, so many fighters to look at footage. It's so many just amazing content on the Streetbeefs channel, right? Whether it be a pound for pound, whether it be a scrapyard, the Streetbeefs Westcoast, or the OG yard. I mean, there is just a lot that happened in 2020, a lot to be celebrated. And so, this is going to be our inaugural Heart in the Fight end of the year show where we get to highlight all these incredible fights and fighters and their awesome achievements, right, from coast to coast. So if you are a Streetbeefs fan, if you are part of the Streetbeefs community, if you just love Streetbeefs, you're not going to want to miss this. All right. You need to tune in and find out who takes home the coveted award of Heart in the Fight, right? The biggest heart, the fight of the year, right? The fight of the year. Both we have male and female fighters of the year, submission of the year, knockout of the year. I mean, this is going to be big, Daniel. I don't know about you, but I'm excited for this one too. What day is it happening?
December 27th.
December 27th.
So make sure you lock that in your calendars and subscribe to the channel so you can get the notifications. So if you like what you heard, like what you saw, especially in this press conference, and now we're leading into another event, make sure you like our stuff. Make sure you share it. Make sure you subscribe because we're only getting bigger. And so we love for y'all to journey with us. And if you have a little bit of pocket change, you can also donate to our Patreon page where we continue to grow this platform and do more groundbreaking things like this. And we always appreciate the support. Omar, you want to give any words?
I want to say thank you to everyone who came out, especially to the owners, right, to give their time to this show. Sorry, Daniel, go ahead.
No, absolutely. And so definitely tune in, y'all. And we always appreciate all the support you do. Continue to big us up. We'll continue to big you. Until we see you next time, make sure you dig deep and double down on your own commitments to your life.